members of my program, by the time you guys are seeing this video, have already gotten access to this product idea, because I always share the ones that have high potential in our private student group as part of my step-by-step Amazon program. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna do some good old product research. I know you guys love these product research videos, and I know it can be helpful to kind of watch and see the way that I think through different product ideas. So that's what we're gonna do today. But before we get started, go ahead and make sure you are subscribed to this channel if you have not yet. If this is your second, third, fourth video, just go ahead and subscribe so you'll see whenever I upload a new video. And also like this video if you do end up liking it. And without further ado, let's just get right into the video. All right, we're inside of my computer and we're looking at a software called Helium 10. Y'all know I love me some Helium 10. It is the absolute best Amazon product research tool that you can find. And I've been using it for the last 5 years. It's helped me find my 6-figure a month products on Amazon. So I definitely highly recommend that you use this software. I do have a link down below in my description box so that you can try it out for free. And then you'll be able to see everything that I'm seeing on my screen. So in today's video, I'm going to be using the actual website because that's where this tool is located that you're seeing right now. But there's also a Google Chrome extension that you guys are going to see me use as well. And you get that as part of your subscription with Helium 10. So definitely check out that free link so you can give it a try and see how you feel about it. But it is amazing and you can see so much information while you're using this tool. So that is that. And again, that is linked in the description. So what I'm going to do here is to just start looking for a product that we can kind of go down the rabbit hole with. When I say go down the rabbit hole, I mean just see where it takes us. Who knows what we'll be able to find from just looking at one product. So what I'm going to do right now is include some parameters into our search. So right now I'm under the keywords tab, which means it's going to produce keywords that match the criteria that I put into the filters. So right now for the filters, for a minimum search volume, I'm going to put 3,000. And for maximum, I am going to leave it. I don't care how high the search volume goes. And just so you guys know, search volume is how many times people are searching for that specific keyword on Amazon every month. So I'm just gonna leave that there. For monthly revenue, I'm going to make the minimum at least $10,000. We don't want anything less than that. For the price, the minimum I'm gonna put is $15. The maximum that I'm gonna put is, we'll put $50. Review count, maximum we're gonna put is 250. And that's it for the top. As far as categories go, I'm just gonna select on the ones that I always select because I like these categories. I'm a little bit partial to some of these. So I'm gonna do arts, crafts, and sewing. I'm gonna go ahead and do, let's see here. We're gonna do kitchen and dining. We're gonna do home and kitchen. We're gonna do office products, patio, lawn and garden, pet supplies, and sports and outdoors. You can click on whichever ones you want. The ones I do not recommend you clicking on are video games, movies and TV. I would not recommend you do grocery or anything that someone is going to ingest. Electronics, I would not click on. Collectible currencies, I would not click on. Clothing, shoes, and jewelry, I would not click on. Cell phones and accessories, I would not click on. Books, no. CDs and vinyl, no. So those are the ones that I would actively avoid, but you know, it's up to you on what you want to select. Now, what I'm going to do is go to exclude keywords, and I'm going to get rid of anything that might be a holiday that's coming up or one that just passed. So right now it is April, going on the end of April. By the time this is uploaded, probably will be in May. So what happens during May? Is it Memorial Day? Is that the May one? Yeah, I think so. So I'm just gonna put Memorial Day. I'm gonna put graduation, even though that's not a specific date, but it is graduation season or coming up on graduation season. I'm gonna put prom. I'm going to put, let's see. I won't put St. Patrick's Day because I don't think anything would still be popping up for that. We'll leave it there, and if there's something else that comes up that's seasonal, we'll go ahead and include that in our excluded keywords. For shipping size tier, we're gonna go large and small standard. We don't want anything bulky or oversized. So we're gonna only click on those two. And then we're gonna go ahead and search. These are all other things that you can put parameters to, but we're not gonna go that specific with our search this time. Easter, totally forgot about it. Okay, I'm gonna add Easter to the excluded keywords, and I'm just gonna put eggs as well. Okay, let's go ahead and search. 192 phrases. The first one is deep freezer organizer bins. I'm not gonna click it only because I feel like they're gonna be bulky since they're bins. Baseball sliding mitt. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. Baseball sliding mitt. This could have an element of seasonality because it's the springtime right now, so I would definitely pay attention to that. But these are the options for these sliding mitts, and there are lots of different options to choose from. I like this product theoretically because it is small and lightweight, so that is definitely a plus. Let's go ahead and use the Google Chrome extension. Remember, I told you guys you get this as part of your Helium 10 subscription. So I'm gonna click on this tool called X-Ray. And for those of you who have seen my other product research videos, I know you know, but I'm still talking through it for those people who are a little bit newer to product research. So if it sounds redundant, I apologize. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. I think I clicked on keywords. I want X-Ray for Amazon product research, not for keywords. So let's see what comes up here. Baseball sliding mitt, search volume 10,000. But I'm going to come back to this in just a second because I want to know how seasonal this keyword is. Total revenue, $713,000, which is excellent. Average revenue, $12,000 per seller. Average price is about $32. Average BSR or best sellers rank is 69,000. Average reviews is only 151, which is incredible. And that's that. So I'm gonna come back here to search volume. I'm gonna click on this graph because it'll show us how the searches have fluctuated for this keyword over time. So I always go automatically to all time because I want to have the biggest view of the trends that go on with this keyword. If I go to only 30 days, I have a much more limited view of what's going on. If I go to 90 days, that might tell me a little something. I can see that it's trending up. If I go to 1 year, I can see that it started up, went down, and now it looks like it's climbing back up. And then all time is really where you can see the biggest picture. So as we can see here, it looks like there's a little bit of a spike here in June. Then it kind of like levels out a little bit more. Huge dip here in January because who's playing baseball when it's freezing cold? Then it climbs back up here, peaks around June, then goes back down, and it's always at its lowest in January. Then it peaks back up, goes back down, peaks back up, goes back down, peaks back up. Okay, so it looks like it sells the best in June every single year, and the numbers definitely are lower during the first half of the year. Yeah. So for a product like this, where it's definitely seasonal, I would be very careful sourcing this product because you have to catch it right during the right time. And if for some reason there are any delays with your shipment, and let's say you plan to have your stuff there, let's call it at the latest by May, right? Because everything peaks during June. Even in May, the numbers are definitely increased leading up to it. So you would really want to have this product there by like, honestly, March is when it looks like it starts to pick up. So if you have your products there by March, you're already too late to even source this product for this year. And realistically, you'd want to have all of your stuff in there by like April, the latest. So you would be planning for a seasonal product like this all the way in like January. And then you would have the product there in time for when it catches the peak. So this is not something that you would want to sell based off of that if you are a beginner and this is going to be your very first product. But the numbers actually do look really great. So for someone who is an experienced seller who has a better understanding and grasp on supply chain and having the products made, giving it enough time for customization, giving it enough time to get shipped and here on time, this would be a great product, but not for a first-time beginner. It'll be too hard to catch it at the perfect moment. And certainly too late to do this year. So if you're watching this video and you're like, wow, the numbers look great, I'm still gonna try to do it anyway, don't. Okay, it's gonna be a no-go. It's too late to source for this product. All right, let's go back here and see if there's another product that we might be able to find. I'm gonna just look for something that looks interesting here. I'm going to probably try to ignore anything that is very like spring specific. So anything for like gardening, because that's gonna be seasonal. A cucumber trellis for raised bed, that's definitely seasonal. Dust bath for chickens. Let's keep on going here. Is there anything interesting? I'm gonna keep going to the next page and see if something catches my eye. Okay, Knockbox. I have no clue what that is, but we are going to find out together. So let's go ahead and type in Knockbox and see what that is. Knockbox. I apologize for the noise in the background, you guys. It's like every truck in the world is coming down the street today for some weird reason. I don't really understand what this product is for espresso grounds. It's because I'm not a coffee drinker, so anything coffee related, I'm like, what on earth is this? Okay, it just looks like a container. I'm not really sure what's so special about this product, but that doesn't matter because obviously there are people who use and enjoy this product. So whether or not I do does not matter because I'm here to make money. Who cares what I gotta sell, right? So I'm gonna keep on looking and see what the numbers look like for this product. Unfortunately, it says the reviews are at 727, which is the first thing that catches my eye because that's way above what we would want. But sometimes that will happen if there are product results that don't belong in the search results that we get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly organize these results. We didn't do this in the last one, so it's a good time to show you how I organize. I always click on filters and go to hide sponsored products from results. So that gets rid of all of the ads. And then what I'm going to do is go to parent level revenue. So how much money the listing is making in total. I'm going to click it once and it's going to order and organize these from highest to lowest. And then what I'm gonna do is go over to the review column and drag it. All of these columns can be dragged over. And I just wanna put the reviews right next to the revenue. This is just something that I've done in the last 6 years. It just makes it easier for me to see what is going on. I dragged it all the way to the front by mistake. So I'm just gonna also drag the parent level revenue to the front so that they're side by side. Okay, great. So I've got these two columns next to each other. And what I want to do is look for ones with really high reviews so that I can remove them if they don't belong here to kind of clean it up a little bit. So if I hover on this one, this definitely looks like a Knockbox. And I wanted to remove it because it has 4,900 reviews, which will definitely make our average higher. See, the average went down a little bit when we removed the ads or the sponsored ones. But we can't remove it because it is the product. This one we cannot remove because it is the product as well. And let's see. I'm looking for really high reviews that are not the product. This is the actual product. I'm wanting to find an example to show you guys, but I don't think I will be able to because these are all the item. But just to show you what I'm talking about. Let's say that this wasn't actually a Knockbox because sometimes random items will show up in the searches. Let's say that this was like a coffee maker. We would be able to click on it and remove it from our searches to see how it affects the review count. So if we were to remove that listing, you see it brought down the reviews by almost 100, or actually way more than 100. What was it before? Was it 6 something? Yeah, so it brought down the reviews just by eliminating that. And like this one, if this was also a coffee machine and we removed it, it would also bring down the reviews. See? So that wasn't real. I should not remove those because those are the actual product. But I'm just saying that if you see that the average reviews are super high, you can bring down that number by removing the ones that don't belong there. It's just, this wasn't the perfect example for that, but I still wanted to let you know that that's something that you can do. So there we go, a little bit of exercise with product research. I'm gonna look for one more product and let's see if we're able to find one more thing here. 18 minutes, okay. Let's see what else we've got. Anything good? Okay, Pocket Pony. I don't know if that's a brand name or not, but we're still gonna give it a try. Pocket Pony. Okay. This looks like it might be a brand name. I'm gonna click on this really quickly to see. Yeah, you see how on the listing it says, oops. Let me expand it. So Pocket Pony right here, it is a trademark of this product. So you are not going to be able to sell Pocket Pony. It's a power scrubber. So you can use power scrubber as your search, but you can't use Pocket Pony because the only reason that people are searching for it is because they're looking for this specific trademarked one. They're not, Pocket Pony is not the word that describes it. That is the actual trademark for the item. Am I making sense? And the reason that you can't use Pocket Pony is because they have that legal protection. So if you put Pocket Pony in your listing, they can get your listing taken down because it's not actually the Pocket Pony and they have a protection around it. So let's keep on going here. I'm looking for one more potential product. Let's see. Yard sign stakes. This might be slightly seasonal, only because yard signs have become more popular during graduation season, mainly because of the pandemic. People had to, do the yard signs instead of having actual gatherings, and I think it became a bit more popular to do that as a form of celebration. The other thing I can think of is for elections. Running for Congress or mayor or whatever, they might order something like this. And then lastly, for realtors. Those are the kind of three places I could see these products being used, but this is definitely an interesting one for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the numbers using Helium 10. And let's see if this product has any potential. Yard sign stakes, let's give it a second to generate some results. Search volume, it looks like it's gone down. I'm just gonna click it out of nosiness. Okay, there are lots of spikes, so there's definitely something seasonal here as well. We've got May, which makes perfect sense for graduation season in my mind. And then in the fall, maybe for elections. Yeah, because it looks to be spiking in May every year. So yeah, as I look, it seems that in the fall, there's a little bit of a spike and then it dips during kind of Christmas and the beginning of the new year. And then it kind of goes back up, it dips down, up and down. Definitely something that is not super evergreen. There's definitely, peaks and valleys, and that would make me a little bit nervous for this product. But outside of that, look at the average reviews. All the way up here pushing 2,000, that's way higher than what we would want. But let me just see quickly if there are any listings with high reviews that don't belong here. So you can also order the reviews from highest to lowest as well. So for example, this one here, this is a flag stand, so not a yard stand, and it's got 67,000 reviews. So let's go ahead and remove this one because it doesn't belong here. So it's a flag. Okay, so you see how we went from almost 2,000 average reviews down to 627 because we removed one that had really high reviews that did not belong here. So that's why this is an important step to do when you're cleaning up your results. Let's look at this guy. This one's also a flag holder. So this should also bring down our average reviews dramatically. Nice. And now we're at 293, which is much more reasonable to work with. Lastly, I'm gonna look at this one and see, these are staples for landscaping, which is not a yard sign stake. So we can also remove this one, and it's gonna bring our average reviews down to 151, which is excellent. So now that we are down under the threshold, we're gonna go ahead and order from highest to lowest to see who's making the most money, which is this listing right here. They're doing $48,000 a month in sales with about 1,000 reviews, which I mean is pretty high. But look at the one right below them. They are doing, let's see. They're doing the signs with the stakes, and they are doing about $31,000 a month with only 118 reviews. Then this other listing, 30,000 with only 50 reviews, you guys. So these are sellers that don't have very many reviews and they're still able to do 30K a month. So that is definitely exciting and promising when it comes to this product. So this is definitely something that you can take a look at. This looks on a surface level like something with potential. It would just kind of come down to sourcing the product and making sure that you're getting it for a profitable cost that you can sell it and, you know, actually make a decent markup. All right, I'm happy to end it on a high note with a very good product that you guys can do a little bit more digging into. The members of my program, by the time you guys are seeing this video, have already gotten access to this product idea because I always share the ones that have high potential in our private student group as part of my step-by-step Amazon program. So if you are looking to sell on Amazon and you want to learn more how you can get a product up and running on Amazon in the least amount of time possible with the least amount of mistakes made, definitely look into my program. I'll go ahead and have it linked in the description box of this video, and you'll be able to have access to my product finds ahead of everyone else. I definitely share it with my students before it ever goes anywhere on YouTube. So definitely something to look into. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.